We're going to spend the first few minutes of this just going over ways to improve your Facebook lead quality, just in general, and then we're going to open up to questions. So the first thing that you can do to improve lead quality is turn on this option that we have is higher intent. What higher intent does is that it adds kind of like another review step before your leads can actually submit that option. So if you're getting a lot of volume, but the lead quality isn't there, you might want to try turning on this option for higher intent. That's like one of the reasons why Facebook even has this option. So this is inside of Play underneath form type. You could just come in here and switch it to higher intent. This is if you're already getting like a lot of volume and you just want to try to improve the lead quality. Just come over here and try to switch over to higher intent. This is one like easy option that you could do. If you're on higher intent, it's not like you need to add more questions. I'll get into the option if you want to stick on more volume right after this, but higher intent, it's not like where it's something where you have to add multiple questions to it like you might on more volume. There's a review step here. So this is just another option for you to potentially improve your lead quality on your Facebook lead forms. This is just another step that you can do right here. So if you want to stay on more volume, one tip that we do a lot is that you can still ask your autofill questions right here. Like let's say phone number is the most important to you. Consider also asking a short answer question that's the same. So it's like, what's your phone number? So not only because like these autofill questions, this phone number might be out of date. My phone number that I first signed up to with Facebook many years ago is out of date. So this is one thing that you can do to maybe double check the number, see if it matches, or just get a more up-to-date number and just also improve the lead quality by having them actually type out their phone number. So if email is more important to you, consider asking email here. But this is a way just to kind of double check the information also. And that way you get two numbers for one lead or two emails, whichever one you ask. I wouldn't ask for like them to, still ask maybe like another qualifying question, but you don't have to come in here and say like, what's your phone number? What's your email? Just ask like one of these, whichever is the most important for you right here, if you're on more volume. So this is just another way that you can do that too. One option, this one's pretty interesting. This is why like I love hopping on calls with all of you. We found this one out. We actually tested it also, but sometimes Facebook is going to spend a lot of your impressions on these in-stream videos. We chatted about this a little bit last time, but how this works is that there's creators on Facebook that could potentially pay other people to click on lead forms and fill out these lead forms because it makes the creators look better. Facebook's going to put more ads on their videos. They're going to earn more. So what you can come in here and do is remove this Facebook in-stream placement. This is one option that you can do. If you edit your placements here, you want to still do Instagram, make sure on the connect platform screen that you also have Instagram selected. Otherwise, you're going to get an error. I believe there's like object ID. That's because your Instagram account isn't selected. So if you want to do also Instagram with Facebook, make sure your Instagram account's selected on the connect platform screen. But this is just another option, just like remove this placement. There's a lot of spam that comes to this placement. And it's kind of like no one really talks about this, but this is a pretty interesting option that we've seen work really well. And you can kind of show more on these placements. Consider also maybe just showing on feeds also. It's a little bit more expensive on feeds, but there is quality right there. So this is another option that you can consider is just removing this placement. The next one that we have is we added this option to add a greeting to your lead form. This is almost just like, they see your ad, the first thing they see on the lead form is this option to kind of just learn more information about like what are they filling out. So consider it like just like a quick mini landing page. You can also add this greeting to your lead form just to kind of give them more information about the product or why they should add their information. So this is like, they might see this, say, okay, this looks good. Let me add my information. So this is just another way to improve quality by adding this greeting right here on your lead form inside of Play. The other option that you can do is consider, a lot of people are using, the open targeting. if you're not getting good lead quality, it does take time for that open targeting. It takes more time for that open targeting if that's a new ad account. If your clients have a new ad account, it's going to take more time to learn kind of like who is the ideal audience. So if you're doing open targeting, consider trying just the detailed interests, it's just interest targeting. Consider lookalike targeting if you're not in a special ad category, and then retargeting. We said this before, like we don't really like doing retargeting for lead ads. Lead ads, you kind of get leads and you retarget to them through other follow-ups, essentially like through email, through text message. But retargeting can work as well to sort of increase your lead quality. So just kind of adjust your audience a little bit. That can also help improve your lead quality too. I think we all know kind of about targeting and audience selection though, so I won't spend too much time on that one. We'll send this deck out over in the group too. This other option right here, this is the conversion API. Someone posted this in the group. There's other studies out there too, but the conversions API is something that can definitely feed better data back to Facebook and help your targeting. So not only can this, potentially reduce your cost per lead if you have the conversions API enabled, but it can also improve the Facebook ad targeting as you're sending data back into Facebook for people who are deeper in your funnel stages. So conversions API, it's like a 30-minute long thing if I go into how to set that up, but conversions API is another option. Maybe we'll make a video on how to set that up, but conversions API is definitely something you should check out. This is all for Facebook instant forms as well. The other option that you can do, this is like outside of Facebook lead forms. This is something where you're going to select the conversions goal, and you can still do conversions for leads. But instead of them filling out an instant form inside of Facebook, you're sending them to your website to fill a lead. If they're taking that step to leave Facebook and go to your website, it's already that additional step which can help improve lead quality. So this is just another option that you can do to improve lead quality. Again, you come in here at the ad level or on the Connect platform screen, select conversions, and you will need to have your pixel installed on your site. And you would select lead goal right here. So this is for filling out forms on your site. It is that extra step that people would have to jump and can improve lead quality for you. So these are, the 7 ways they can improve your lead quality. We'll send this deck out over in the group too, but just wanted to review this for you. There's there's several other ways too. Always consider, asking those short answer questions for sure, but this one is something that no one else is really talking about, removing the Facebook in-stream videos. So definitely try that one out. It's pretty interesting. Also, this one is a very quick fix. And another quick fix for you is switching over to higher intent. So these are things that don't take too long. Those 3 options, just quick fixes to improve your lead quality. So with that, I'm done talking. I just want to open it up to questions now. Let me stop sharing this. And there are a few things. Let me just actually real quick talk about what we're working on. Like our top priorities coming up right now are, let me present this. Our top priorities that we have coming up right now is folder system that we hear a lot. So folder systems coming. We have Spotify ads coming, and then our client reporting tab is also coming. So even though we improved this home screen for you right here, our client reporting is going to bring in data reporting for all of your clients in sort of like one pane of glass. So you don't have to like switch into each sub account. You can kind of see all of your results for all of your clients in one dashboard. So that is going to be pretty cool. And these are all things that should launch, sometime mid next week, as well as if your clients aren't in the US, they speak, German, French, they serve that local market. We're going to have a translation option coming in here too to help you out with that. So with that, I just want to pass it back over and answer any questions that you all have.
Oh, we
So,
do.
quick question. One of the things I was checking on ads I was running, is there a way to have the video formats more vertical?
Yes. Um, we did that, I think last week or something. So what you would do is that you'd come in here, select video. I think I have some on here somewhere. I think this one's vertical. So this would start showing like the vertical placement sort of right here. So
Okay.
um, you can have vertical videos and like, if I selected a horizontal one, let me see if I have another horizontal one. We could do this chiropractor one, for example. So you can kind of see how it would be laid out right here. And what you can
So,
also do is you
hmm,
can come in here, do manual placements, and
hmm.
maybe just select stories.
Window
Uh,
already? Understanding me? Can you repeat myself now?
you can come in here, you can select stories, reels, and just like those vertical placements. But does that make sense? Is that kind of what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was wondering. So you could actually have it, the system will decide where to put the placement for you, right?
Yeah, it's up to Facebook. It's almost on Facebook side. It's like they'll understand the dimensions of the video and they'll kind of put that one towards those vertical placements. And you can have like vertical and horizontal in the same campaign. But it could be good to test like just vertical, like a campaign just for vertical ads and just select the placements as well. You can always select the placements so you can be sure that's only showing in the vertical placements. Um, but it's on Facebook. They will kind of understand the dimension of the video and place it
Mhm.
on the vertical placements.
So do you suggest if the campaign's running, making those changes or creating new?
Yeah, I mean sometimes they will try to crop it. Sometimes they will crop it and place it. So honestly, like if I have a vertical video, I know that's going to do well. I'm just going to do like, I'm just going to select the vertical placements, honestly. Um, because Facebook, they'll still put it mostly on the vertical spots, but they can crop it. They will potentially crop it. So I would probably just select the vertical placements just to ensure that it looks nice. Especially if you put the time in like making that vertical video.
Thank you.
Hey
Yeah.
Yogan, is there a way to actually tell which creators slash placements are actually performing the best, or do we have to rely on Facebook or Play to actually decide on that?
Yeah, we're gonna bring that reporting in. Um, you can segment by placements in Facebook. We just don't show that yet, but you can like actually segment by placements inside of Facebook and see. For example, like one customer reached out and they're saying, getting a lot of leads, the lead quality isn't good. And we saw like a lot of them were going to InStream. Like for us, sometimes it never shows on InStream, but for some reason that I was just picking up on InStream and we're like, okay, let's try removing this. And, their ad quality is exactly what they're looking for now. So we will bring that in, but you can't see that in Facebook right now.
Where would I actually see that in Facebook? And how could I?
I think you can do it's at the ad set level and at the ad level. There's like a column, it's like a segment column, and you can segment by placements. So I think you could do at the ad set and at the ad level, and there's just like a column button. And you can select placements as the column and just see all the results per placement.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah.
I had a quick question. How y'all doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. So I do some videos on Canva, and as far as that placement goes, how should uh, I guess a lot of those videos are kind of wide. They're horizontal. Is there a system or a better way to when you're creating the video in Canva on how to do it, or which should you, I don't know, I guess size it before you download it? Any thoughts on that?
I think Canva has that magic button that will automatically like in a tap you can like even enter your dimensions or they'll say like you could just automatically convert that. I know they do it for images. They might do it for videos where you can just automatically format that into a, 9 by 16. Because it sounds like right now it's 16 by 9, so it's like the horizontal.
So 9
and-
by 16, have it do that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, there's just like a button and it'll just automatically convert it. Sometimes it doesn't always look good, but you can, just kind of drag and drop, make it look a little bit better. But
They
yeah,
have
they have
specific template sizes too for that.
right, right, right. So I think like there's one for like Instagram Reels. If you just select that one, it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey Logan,
Hey, how's it going?
hey Caro, how are you guys doing?
Great.
Great.
Firstly, thanks so much for your awesome support. It's next level. Just a quick question, if I can. Is there a way in the what's the name of it field? Often when we're getting some good results from featuring our real estate clients' listings in there. And to do that, I need to put an address in. And often the addresses are longer than 25 characters, but I know that's probably limited for a reason. Is it on the cards to maybe increase that at all, or?
For the address, so like you're creating an ad to promote a specific property.
Yes, yeah, and the
Okay.
copy would end up 21 Plantation Avenue, Mooloolaba, or whatever it might be. There's a lot of long place names in Australia, and it doesn't fit in there. So I'm putting. I mean, it's beautiful the way that it's doing. I'm putting in my prompt, and then the next level, I'm calling that the super prompt, and then people like that. But in the super prompt, then it's got the address, and I need the full address. I guess I can just tailor it in the super prompt, can't I? I can just update the address there.
Yeah, but what I do
Yeah.
is that I would put it in here. So it's like you could do your address, 422 Newport Way,
Yeah.
fairly neighborhood, put it in here, and then for the name of it, put the realtor. Put the realtor right here.
Right.
And
Right. Okay.
and
Okay.
then sometimes,
Well, I'm
it's
actually sorry.
go for it. Go for it.
Actually, what I'm doing in the first one, Logan, I'm going, what's your business? I'm going, um, uh, you know, fully renovated Victorian home, 4 bedrooms, fabulous position, close to transport. That's my 100 characters or so right there.
Okay.
Then I'm putting my address in the second field. What's the name of it? And then it's rolling out a really nice descriptive summary that I can then sort of create my great copy out of that. So, but yeah, I can probably just a matter of messing with it. It's I can add if there's not enough room in there, I can just put it in after I generate the description, because that's all fully editable, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, you can always edit it here. And why this is shorter is because TikTok has a very low, like I think like the TikTok character limit,
Right.
because
Right.
we create this across all platforms, they have a
Yeah.
very small character limit. And then in Google search ad headlines, I think are only 30 characters max too.
Right.
So like
Gotcha.
they might use this in the headline.
Yeah.
I think that's right, Carl, right? Like I think it's 30 characters on Google search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, another thing, you got more characters on the advanced option where you have
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
you can also use those
Yeah.
extra characters you got there.
Yeah, that's the easiest hack for that. Yeah, 100%. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. And yeah, thanks again for the support. It's first class.
Of course, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anything, what else?
Can I ask a question about the in-stream video part
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah.
So this is actually something that I'm doing for solar, and I think that might be the answer. So I'm going to try a campaign with that. Is there a way to check if that's where all my traffic or leads are coming from on Facebook? Like, can I see if that is where my ads that are bringing in fake leads, if that's where these are coming from?
You can, yeah. It's going to be the same. Let me see if I can just open up Ads Manager real quick and just jump in. But it's going to be at the ad level or ad set level. Let me just get into Ads Manager. And yeah, we need to bring this into play. We will.
And I love this tool, man. I I do
Yeah.
credit card processing with I do credit card processing with a bigger company, and I started off doing web hosting. So I partnered with this bigger company. They have like 5,000 accounts, and I'm starting to pitch my white label to them. And
Yeah.
I see this being a really good deal. I'm excited about Play.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. That's great to hear. And you're doing mostly solar right now with it?
No, not mostly solar. Just that's the one that I'm having this issue on. I'm getting mainly fake leads. Like I'm getting people to fill out the form, but the form that's being filled out has a number, email, address that is all kind of random, and people don't answer the phones or anything.
Yeah, yeah, we'll send that deck over. I don't know if you're here like when we first started the call, but like I think adding that extra custom field or the short answer question for phone number, that way you could just double check it. Um, we'll send that deck out over later, but here's where you can check it out right here. So it's going to be this tab right here and then just select placement. So this is where our placements are just for this Instagram ad. You can kind of see everything right here and results and everything too. So most of ours are coming from feed. That's why like sometimes it will never even show on InStream, but like Facebook, like that's what's great about it and bad about it is that it's going to spend more on what's performing best. But like those creators are putting bots on their InStream videos because it helps them make money as creators, people like according to Facebook, their leads coming in on those videos. So they're going to seems like a high quality video. They're going to put more ads on that video. Sometimes that doesn't even happen though. They might get more results on feed and just show on feed. So, you know,
Yeah, you're
just,
absolutely right. I'm looking at this right now, and all the fake leads are coming from in-stream video.
yeah, yeah,
You
just remove
called it.
that.
That's crazy.
Just, yeah, that's why
You're
we
on.
like working with customers and like we tested it also. But just working with, we're like, okay, we don't hear it that often, but like when we do, we're like, okay, we gotta see what's going on. But
If I didn't hop on,
thanks to you guys.
if I, if I didn't hop on this call right now, it would have taken me forever to figure that out.
Yeah, yeah, there's so many things in here, so many different options and things to look at. But some people are, I don't know, some creators I guess would do that. So just remove that, and you'll be showing, and feed. That's going to be the best, obviously, but you have to think about frequency as well. And that's why like we don't always like even though like feed, okay, we're getting a lot of leads from here even though we're reaching new people in this campaign, you have to look at frequency. And like a good frequency is honestly like even closer to 2. But like even seeing an ad maybe on like Explore Home is fine. And then they might convert over on feed. So that's kind of what keeps the cost per lead really nice too. I mean, $2.64. It keeps it nice because having these, but if you only show on feed, quality is going to go up, but your cost per lead is going to go up because it's competitive here. So, yeah,
And what did you say a good frequency is?
it's like I would say like 2 to 5. I mean, I think like the ideal is like about. I think the ideal is like about 4 potentially.
Okay.
I don't know, Carl. Carl, do you know?
Yes. Frequency should be from 2. 1 is way too low. You're wasting your budget and only showing the ad once. And then 5 might cause just also wasting your budget. So from 2 to 4, I'd say is ideal. And if you're getting more than that, then maybe you can think about setting a frequency cap, but that's unusual. So
All right. Something else that was happening in this solar campaign, because it's had the most weird stuff for me. I have other people running too, and stuff's going good. But for the solar company, so they were running ads before and getting leads. But I got into their old ad account to look at the way they were structured, and they had they had literally the only thing they selected was the age and locations. Like they had no interests, no nothing. And so I mean, do you think that would also work? equally as good or better in Play, or what do you think? Is there a better way to go about it?
Yeah, like, is it, and just for Facebook, right? Not Google, just Facebook.
Just Facebook, yeah.
Okay. Honestly, like I like leaving it open if they're targeting like a zip code. Like if they're servicing like, 5 cities, I would add interest, but if they're just servicing like one city and they have age on there too, age is good because that could, kind of determine if they're a homeowner or not too, by increasing the age a little bit. Um, how many cities are they servicing?
So they're doing Abilene and all the small ones around it, which is a place in Texas. So
Okay.
probably about like around 10, like 10 cities around it, 10 small areas, and then the one big area, Abilene.
Yeah, and it kind of wasn't working for them before leaving the targeting open.
No, leaving the targeting opens, the only thing that has worked, which I found peculiar, because for every other campaign that I've seen on YouTube and stuff, because I've studied it for a while, I don't to me that just seemed peculiar to leave it open. So I wasn't sure if that was a smart tactic or if there's a better way,
I
because
think
there's
it's
not.
good now. I think it's definitely like improved. I do like leaving it open. Facebook's getting like really good at finding the audience, especially if they have pixel data and data already in their account. I do like leaving it open if they're doing a city. If you're targeting like a country or multiple cities, I do add interest. But if you have like age range and city, a lot of the times I do keep it open for local sort of businesses.
Okay. Is on a non-solar question that I'm also having. So for the partnered company that I'm doing stuff with for credit card processing,
Yeah,
they do stuff with vendors. So they're the credit card processor that's behind the POS systems and behind the online gateways and everything like that. So they have a whole bunch of products and everything. And this guy, he has 70 vendors, people that distribute the equipment and stuff. So he's going to pay about $70,000 a month, which is a pretty big ad spend for me at least. So
yeah,
they want $1,000 a month at each of the 70 vendors. And so I was hoping that maybe y'all could help me come up with the best plan for that, so we could have something that's POS oriented. I would imagine that they would need to be business owners. Uh, we do have a big list, so I was thinking a lookalike audience, because they do have over 5,000 or more already installed people that are using them. So what do you think about what would be the best way of going about that?
yeah, yeah. Let's hop on a call. Do you want to like drop your email in the chat or Carl, I don't know if you have if you
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I think yeah, I think like we just need to hop on a call to help you structure 70 different locations. Um yeah, let's hop on a call and figure it out.
That sounds great. There's my email.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we'll reach out right after this, but that's exciting. That's a good ad spend right there.
Yeah, and I'm really excited because like I think Play is a really good tool, and uh I'm only 21 and I've been getting these business connections, and I've been targeting kind of whales, because for processing, if I get a bank, right, then I get all their merchants, so I can do all their processing too. And then when I started doing stuff with Play and other AI tools, I was like, man, this is perfect to sell to people along with the credit card processing and everything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really am excited about this. I think I'm hoping I want to be the biggest white labeled account on your platform.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks so much for the kind words and everything. And yeah, we're here to help. So yeah, we'll reach out to you. But yeah, that's awesome. 70 locations. I think we just need to figure out the structure uh on a call. But yeah, looking forward to it though. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah. Hi, Logan. Hi,
Hey.
Karina. Uh, can you a little bit talk about the AI targeting? Because I'm really new. I'm almost 5 days, and it's looked like the AI it's targeting nothing, or I don't understand this AI. What the AI doing with the targeting especially in Facebook?
Yeah. And like, are you brand new to like new to Play or just like
Yeah, yes.
but you've been
New to Play and almost new to advertising also.
yeah. So how this is working is that we're just taking advantage of Facebook's algorithm, and it's kind of just helping you find the ideal audience for you. It takes into account your ad data, um, and it's really just helping find your ideal audience for you. So you could add interests and everything right here, but Facebook's algorithm and everything is in such a good place now where leaving this open. Oh, first of all, like who are you targeting? Like, what type of businesses do you think, or like, are you working with, or do you think you're going to work with? Like, are they local businesses or
Yes,
like e-commerce?
it's a good question. I set up my first page and want to start for myself to um, come to understand the platform on everything for myself, and I want to begin something like a Mad Lib ad to help plumbing, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
For free Google Ads management for Google Call only, because I see it's a easy way. It's one-time setup, and it's bring results, I think.
Yeah. So like why I recommend open targeting for something like plumbing, and I definitely recommend Google Ads for that too, probably over Facebook. Is
Okay.
because like if you target just people interested in plumbing, they might have already fixed their plumbing issue might have already been solved a while ago, and Facebook doesn't know that. Um, so the intent is missing if you just target people interested in plumbing. Whereas if you target age group, so your age is right, so you might be targeting, increase the age a little bit, so you're targeting homeowners, and you have
Yeah.
the city, and then you're using Facebook's algorithm to find people who they might not be interested in plumbing, but they actually need that plumbing job done. Whereas if you're targeting just like plumbing interests, um, they might be interested in it a while ago, but Facebook's considering them still interested, but their issue's already solved. So leaving it open helps that intent factor. But we like
Yeah.
Google a lot because people are actually searching for like best plumber near me, emergency plumber.
Yeah, it was
Stuff on Google.
specific about emergency calls.
Yeah, I would recommend Google, honestly, for
Yeah.
that. I think that's going to do really good because that's where people are searching. Um,
It is better than Google call only, or
with call ads, sometimes honestly, it doesn't serve. It's like a weird ad format where it's up to Google to say, I'm going to show a call ad over a search ad. So I'll answer this real quick, but I'll let Carl jump in too. But I like doing both. Um, I like doing
Mhm.
both, honestly, because this, this is going to show more. These are the best, but a lot of times Google will show the standard search more than call ads. But Carl, what are your thoughts?
Oh, sorry, guys. I think my internet's a bit unstable, so sorry if you see any glitches. But yeah, what I like to do, Google Colabs can work really, really great. The only thing to have into account, and I think I've been with some of you reviewing this, is that the click to call can be very expensive and unexpected, since this is a click that's very close to a conversion, since Google takes this call as a conversion. So you might see click to call higher than probably $2 or $3. So if you have a small budget, they might not be as effective as you'd like them to be. So that's why I sometimes suggest to go with Google search and then add the phone call as an extension. That can work better, and that will actually get the ad to work perfect, even if you have a smaller budget. So yeah, exactly that little thing that Logan showed. Those are really great. And then also adding the show on Google Maps, that's an integration with location assets. So if you have a Google My Business profile, that's ideal.
Yeah.
That works really well when it comes to services, because people like to take a look at the reviews, see if it's okay, and then maybe place the call afterwards. So if you have the two of them, those work really well.
Cool. Thank you. That's helped me really, because that's a good because at my research, I see that's really expensive, this Google call ads only. And and with Play that I possible can do these Google ads, because the ad manager at Google is crazy, but you make it so easy. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good point, Carl, because basically the cost per click is the conversion. So the cost per that's kind of what you're saying, right, Carl? Like the cost per click is going to be super high on call ads because that is basically a conversion.
Exactly. And if
Um,
you think about
yeah.
it, if you have a
Yeah.
daily budget that's $5 and your cost per click is $3, then your daily budget won't get you across two conversions, because it's more expensive than that. So the ad will serve for a couple of hours and then just stop. And you will see numbers because the ad is surveyed, but it's not being effective. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And they need a website, or do I have make a funnel or a landing page for them? Because that was one of the reasons that I want to go with Google Call Ads, because they don't need a website or a landing page. It is right.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. But I think most of the plumbing companies have a website, and that's enough, right? For Google search.
Yeah, for Google search, you need the website. For call ads, you don't need the website.
You know.
Because it's just this is what it'll look like. It's straight. They'll tap on this, it'll call right away.
Yes, but
Um,
it's ideal to have it, because people like to, when you think about the user journey, we like to take a look at what it's it, do they have experience, what services do they provide before actually placing the call sometimes. So it's good, even if you can create a one landing page real quick, it would be like really fast, but it could probably get you some conversions there too, like calls, if that's what you want.
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
we have a free landing page builder tool also, landing.site. I don't know, I don't have I don't know, Carl, do you want to like just drop the link in the chat real quick? But that's what we use a lot. Like when we're testing this, we'll just use, this is one right here. But you know, you can connect your own custom domain, or you could just go live with landing.site. And this is like a quick landing page builder that they could build for them, and it kind of gets the job done.
So how would you compare pricing from leads on Google Call to, say, Google LSA on a situation like this, especially in that industry?
Yeah, I love LSA. They don't allow us, because of the permissions with the profile, they don't allow us or anyone to connect to it. So it's like Carl and I have been trying, like we can help your client set that up in our higher tier package. Like we can help them set that up, but there's so many permissions. Like they work great. That is a good option. Carl, what are your thoughts on that?
Those are awesome. And with local service ads, they perform really great when it comes to real estate, because you got to add your picture, then have the reviews, have everything. But yes, if you need help setting them up for the higher tier plans, we've definitely done that for some of our biggest accounts, and we can help. But the location extension that you see in the Google search campaign, it's also attached in a way to Google My Business, because you do need a property. It needs to be verified, claimed, and everything. And then you can just connect it and it will show us an extension. It's not exactly a local service app, but it will work if you have the property that's been verified.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. We have time for one more question.
We have one raised hand.
Go for
Is
it.
that me? Hey
Yeah.
guys, a quick question for you. I'm trying to find a way to automate the process of like launching new ads. And then I think the Plai's AI does an amazing job at like comparing the benchmarks and making that estimation if it's above or beyond benchmark. But do you guys have any plan to make like a automated notification that it's below the benchmark so I know to go to their account or notify the client to stop the ad? Is there any way we can like make it more seamless than it is right now? Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna add like a notification center up here too, because like we launch like features, like big features we'll let you know about, but like there's like small things that like we kind of even forget. Like we'll just launch like small like things like anyways, that will also be in the notification center and like benchmarks. And we're thinking about even putting it on this home screen. But this notification center will be really nice because we'll share updates there. And when you should probably take a look at one of your campaigns because it's below benchmarks. So that'll kind of be right here too.
Okay, so just check for new updates for the homepage reporting, and then it should be somewhere there. And sorry, maybe that's kind of a continuation of question. Like, is there any plans for releasing like an API where we can kind of feed from? That would be great. Like, if
I
you
know.
guys can allow. I know
Yeah.
it's lots of work, but essentially, I mean, is it anywhere even in 2024? You guys thinking of doing that?
I mean, while there's many features in Play, there's things that we still like want to add. For example, like Google Shopping, we still need to, and that would be part of the Google API.
Yeah, that's sick.
There's so many things that we still want to add in here that until we kind of like, maybe in the next few months, like Facebook's, there's so many things like we're having carousel ads launching. So it's like
Yes.
once we get this in like there's so many things that you could do already, but there's so many things that we also still want to do. And like once we kind of add that stuff in, then I think we could look at the API. So we don't have to like rebuild and re-add and launch a new API version that you'd have
I
to.
hear you. Yep.
But we will. Like we've had one, but then we just made so many updates. We didn't update the API, so it's kind
Yeah.
of like deprecated.
Well, just think about like the way I look at the API for Play to have an API. This is going to be a game changer when it comes down to like how fast your business will grow, right? Because you can just think about you can plug in Salesforce, anything into Play now. So
Yes. Yep.
that's gonna be like just really will scale you up. But once again, the support and maintenance of API is a pain in the butt. 100% guarantee. Like so, but anyways, I appreciate it. So as long as we have some notifications, just to let the clients know, because sometimes you have the ad just running as a service for client for days, or let's say 5-6 days, and it's really below the benchmark, and it should have been stopped a week ago. Will be something nice to have to let us or the client know that the ad must be stopped at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll be great.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
definitely add that for sure.
Get excited every time I talk to you, I get excited. So sorry.
Yeah.
Just for a second.
We're excited too. We like working with this and working with all of you. And I guess we could do one more question if anyone's open to it.
I do have another question if nobody else is, because I know I took a lot of time earlier.
Yeah.
So on Google, I had seen I think it was one of your TikToks saying about a Gary Vee strategy where you can make a custom segment, then do YouTube ads over to it. And so that's something that I want to do for one of my clients. They're a delivery service. So they're like a competitor to Uber Eats, DoorDash and them, but on a local area. And
Yeah.
they're really well known around here. They're not like a new business or anything. But what I was wanting to do is be able to create those segments. Is there a way to make to do that strategy where we can go target like the app users of Uber Eats, DoorDash, and then do a YouTube ad to them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so this was the custom, because there's like been a few, like one was like the competitor where you can show like where you can, so like there's a few. So like one is that we did for Gary Vee. I think that video has like 600,000 views or something. One of them is that you can come in here and add DoorDash, uh, Uber Eats. I think it might be expensive for those ones, but you can add the competitor names here as keywords and show before them on Google search. So the keywords would be like Uber Eats. Or
Yeah,
that's
there was.
one. But you're talking about the custom intent audience.
I think so. And all
Yeah.
is there a way in Play to do, because I on the Google Ads Manager, I know there is. I know there's the part in creating the segment where you can choose app users.
App users. Yep.
I was wondering how we would implement that.
Yeah, we don't have that in Play. I'm trying to remember like the other parts of that because I did that a while ago, but you definitely can't do that in Google, like target app users of MailChimp, app users of, you know, all these other ones too. I'll say right now you can't do that. It's not in Play. The custom intent. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was basically getting Google search data over to YouTube ads, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I I did that. I posted that one a while ago. I have to look back and kind of remember what that was. One way that you could do that though, one way that like we do that a lot is that we will kind of just like run ads for, you know, AI ads, ad tool, this, that, because that intent is there. And we would create a remarketing audience of people who visit. We would send them to like a landing page that's specific to that ad. That traffic is extremely high intent because we view like Google search is almost like the modern day billboard. And when people are searching for something, they click on that ad, even if they don't convert right away, they are like actively looking for what you're offering. So what we do is like we'll send them to a specific landing page, and then from that you can create a retargeting audience off of that and target them on YouTube or on Facebook or on, you know, other platforms too. But I will say the app targeting is not in Play right now. We have, let's see what we do have for YouTube. You can target Gary Vee's channel right now on YouTube if you want to. I don't know. Hopefully that I don't know if I answered the question, but
Yeah, I guess I was wondering about those creating those custom segments, or and I think it just might be an issue of like, I guess my fundamental, because I haven't used Google Ads as much as I have the other ones.
well, I think they deprecated custom intent or they renamed it. I don't know if Carl, if you know. Oh yeah, sorry.
Possibly do.
For some reason, I think they deprecated custom intents. We'll have to take a look and see. Carl, do you know if it's?
Yeah.
Here's how I would live $1,000 if I was broke. If I had $10 in my bank.
I think it's you, Tony. But yeah, I think you probably, all of you know this, but Google's deprecating third-party cookies by the end of this year. So that kind of targeting is going to get more and more and more difficult as the year progresses. Right now, we are Google took 1% of them, and then every month they will be gone. Which that means is that kind of audience targeting at that level will be kind of impossible to make, because the idea is not to target audiences specifically, but group them with signals. So yes, deprecated, and even if you use them now, you can go into Google Ads Manager and set them up in the Audience Manager. They won't serve by the end of the year. So it's not a good long-term strategy, probably.
And is that just for those? Is that just for the custom ones where you're doing it by app users, or is it like all custom audiences, or?
Yes, that's all custom audiences that usually feed off with third-party cookies. You're left with first party, which is the information you have from your side. That's why tagging everything, it's very important. And the idea is to have everything measured in your own website. So you can use that for target instead of using audiences from other places. Yeah.
That third party stuff's so cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have a webinar about it if needed, because it's very important.
Yeah, we should. That sounds like something that I should probably get on top of learning.
Yes, yes.
Yep. The current targeting we have in play though, it won't be impacted, but those other ones, yeah.
The custom ones. The ones we have on Play are actually the ones that you might want to use as of now to start gathering information with those.
Yeah. How much time do we have?
I don't know. I think it's coming soon. Definitely 2024. But like how we even like if you use display, because that's sort of targeting, I don't think you can apply that to search. So it'd like be only display in YouTube. But how we even use display is that we'll still base it off of contextual relevancy. So it's like we use audience interest. So it's almost like an interest, essentially, kind of like that. Those other targeting options, like in market, affinity. We don't show those in play because the best part, like what we've seen is like the best targeting option on Google Display is also like doing keywords, because if you think about it, like if you're promoting you know, a certain property and you do affinity targeting for people interested in real estate, that ad might also show on, you know, a ski resort website. Whereas in Play, we're only going to show on like best 10 places to buy a home because we're doing contextually relevant targeting on Google. Which, you know, it's just good to be like where your audience is reading, show a relevant ad to an article that they're reading. So our targeting won't be impacted, but yeah, I think some of those other ones like in market, affinity, those ones might be impacted. But this one is just really showing like relevant ads in a relevant spot. Same with YouTube. Used to.
And this won't that change to it, that's not going to affect our audiences that we have on like our retargeting lists, right?
That depends on the retargeting audiences you have.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So if we have our list, of customers like off of our CRM or
then you're fine.
Totally
That's
fine.
first party. That's first party. So I think what we need to do is Carl, Julia, and I will work on something where it's like these remarketing audiences will work. This is first party. This is second party. These third party ones, they won't work anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
It's confusing. So it's like, but the CSV upload, that's first party. So you'll be fine.
All right, awesome. And those ones, are we able to use that in Google Performance Max?
Performance Max, how they do it, they might add some sort of like signal, but there's really only the only targeting option in PMax is location. Everything else is automated. In display and YouTube, you can use those. PMax, I think they might have updated something where you can use a remarketing audience in there, but like as of right now, it's kind of just like signals that you would add.
And would those signals be like keywords, or?
They could, yeah, they could be keywords.
But most of signals are just clusters of different audiences segmented by interest, sort of how Facebook is doing it.
Okay. So and would we have to create those interest segments inside of Google, or can we create that in Play?
No. Oh, sorry, Logan, go ahead.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
No, actually in PMax, you don't need to create the signals. The AI is just learning as it goes. That's why usually learning periods for Performance Max tend to be a bit longer than Google Search or Google Display. But yeah, you don't need to create them yourselves. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, they just do it themselves. You just need to add the location though.
All right. That's good to know.
Yeah, with that, everyone, I think that's it. So thanks so much for all your time. We do have like a lot of more exciting things coming, and yeah, we'll chat next time. We'll go over third-party data next time.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody. Bye-bye.
See ya.